Hello, and thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus with your Friday edition here on Atlanta News First Plus. And I thought we would talk about an important conversation that not enough people are having, and that is the money talk. Actually, a recent study found that more than a third of American adults have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Now, 68% of them will tell you they doubt they could ever cover a living expense for a month if they suddenly lost their main source of income. Money is a touchy subject, but it really doesn't have to be, and no better person will tell you that than CEO of BusyKid, Gregg Murset. Thank you so much for joining us here to talk a little bit about money.
Hi, good to be with you.
So I wanted to bring you on here. First of all, you've developed this fantastic app that acts as a digital tool to help foster a conversation around financial literacy. I want to get into all of that. But first, talk to me a little bit as a financial planner, as someone who has the money conversation with people, why this is so stigmatized between families and relationships.
I don't know why it is so stigmatized because really, if you think about it, we're all making financial decisions every single day of our lives. So you'd think it'd be something we could talk about a little easier, but it isn't. But over the last 20 years dealing with people and their money, I've really figured out there's two primary things that make somebody successful with money. Number one, you got to work hard, right, to earn that money. And then once you earn the money, you've got to manage it in a very balanced way. You've got to not just earn it and burn it all, but you've got to manage it in a balanced way. And that's why we created BusyKid, and hopefully teaching the next generation how to do this much better than what we are now, because you nailed it. Over $1 trillion in credit card debt. This is crazy. This is mind-blowing, and we have to turn this around.
And that's where BusyKid comes in. I want you to talk a little bit about this app. It really helps start parents, children, families on their financial literacy journey.
So I always say, get your kids busy doing something that actually matters in life, because I see a lot of kids these days laying around, scrolling on their phone for hours on end, doing reels and stuff like this. We've got to figure out how we can help them with technology because they like technology, they're good at it. So BusyKid is an app that teaches kids how to earn money, primarily give them some chores to do around your house, get them out of the couch, the crack in the couch, and get them working, earn some money, and then we automatically do something with this money, which is mirroring reality. We save and invest a little bit of it. We share a little bit where they can learn how to give and be charitable, and then the rest of it goes on a card or in Apple Pay or Android Pay, so they can learn how to digitally manage their money. So that's BusyKid in a nutshell. It's a little ecosystem of reality before they get there.
And I actually want to take people to your website here a little bit. By the way, if you're watching this on your phone, maybe on the Atlanta News First app, there's the QR code right there. You can also access this on busykid.com. This app, it not only helps create money management tools in a fun way that kids can engage with, but it also teaches them about investing, and you touched upon that. For the parents out there that hear the word investing and a little complicated money subjects and think, well, I barely know anything about that world, how does this app simplify that for them?
We make that so easy, okay? I think it's really important that kids learn about investing early because it's such a game changer in life. If you think about it, right, all of us want to retire one day, and we usually put money in like a 401k or something, right? And that is all really tied to the stock market in some way. And so teaching kids early how that all works is a little difficult because you're not going to say, okay, let's sit down and let's talk about what a mutual fund is or an ETF or something that's going to go right over their heads. So what we've done is we've created a little place where they can go and learn how to invest by picking like individual stocks that they think are cool or they have some interest in. If they think it's Tesla or if it's a Netflix or Disney or whatever, great. Let's let them understand it by having a little ownership in it. It's all parentally approved, and the parents are the ones who really pull the trigger. But it teaches kids by getting kind of their own money in the game, right? And when they start to do that, they really start to understand it. I can tell you this by personal experience. All of our kids, well, 5 of the 6, have left the nest and they've all had more than $10,000 saved up before they left. Like, that's just astounding to me. And that's not because I'm like the best teacher. It's just because they learned it early and they practiced it. Just like you get better at basketball by going out there and shooting hoops, or piano by practicing, same thing with money.
As you said, you have 6 of your own. You have navigated so many people on their financial literacy journey. Anything that you see parents do in trying to navigate their child through finances or teaching them about money that might not yield the best results for them in the long term?
Yes, great question. The thing that they do is they don't talk about stuff very much. What they need to do is be more transparent about all sorts of things. Okay, let me give you some examples. Next time you're sitting on the couch with your kid and the electric bill shows up, right, in your email, because that's where it comes these days. You don't walk to the mailbox and get that anymore. Ding, it comes into your phone. Have your kid help you pay that bill. Then next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, it costs $400 or $300 or whatever the case may be to pay our electric bill every month. It's going to open their eyes a little bit. Next time you're at the restaurant, let them help you pay the check, right? The bill that comes. And they'll need to figure out the tip and all that stuff. And that whole conversation will happen automatically, kind of organically, just by being a little bit more transparent. Next time you stop at the gas station, don't just grumble about the gas prices and fill it up. Talk about what it costs to put tires on your car, insure your car, register your car. Like, these are basic things. And then the next thing you know, they're like, oh my goodness, this takes a lot of money to make this all happen. I better start working and understand this stuff better. So just be more transparent. It's actually super easy. And the great thing about it is they'll appreciate you a little bit more every time you do it.
Any tips for parents who might have their own financial insecurities and don't feel too comfortable letting their kid in on that?
Yeah, so I think you have to I know sounds a little direct, but you kind of have to get over yourself. And I think what you can do is just literally go to your kid and say, listen, I'm not that great at this stuff. I wish I didn't have some credit card debt, but I do. I want you to be better than me. So, like, we're going to start talking about this stuff, even though it's kind of embarrassing. And I know that's kind of a hard conversation to have, but you just have to do it.
Yeah, certainly. And you use a word that really stood out to me. I was looking through your app and your website, accountability, and building accountability within your own children. Why is that so crucial to financial literacy?
Well, accountability is like where it's at. It's the fundamentals, right? When you go to hire somebody at a business, you want them to be accountable. You want them to be responsible. You want them to be able to follow through with stuff, right? This is the same stuff that you want into your kid. And if they become accountable and responsible and they actually get things done and like bust it out and learn about money, like, you're setting them up for success. So of course that's what you want them to do, right? And the end goal here is to get them to where they can fly on their own. They can get out of your house and never come back except to visit. That's really what we want, right? We want them to be successful and out there on their own. And so as you help them become accountable, then this is exactly what you're doing. You're laying the groundwork for them to leave.
Leave and succeed and flourish.
Greg. Succeed. Ooh, I'm stealing that from you. Good job. I like that.
Yes, absolutely. Gregg Murset with BusyKid, thank you so much. I do want to offer the parents that are interested information and the tools they need to access this app. What's the best way for them to connect with this tool?
Best way, just go to BusyKid.com or go to the app stores. It's BusyKid. Get your kid busy doing something that actually matters in life, and that is learning how to work and be smart with their money.
Gregg Murset, thank you so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm actually going to take this time to throw up that website for you, BusyKid.com. Again, a fantastic tool for you and your young one as you are both navigating your financial literacy journey. Thank you for tuning in.